I have had occasion to address the candidacy of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Atiku. These, in my own opinion, are old men. The scripture says that old men shall dream dreams and young men shall see visions. They have not done anything, as far as I'm concerned, in any sphere, and we can begin to deal with specifics, to suggest to me that they have the capacity to lead Nigeria into the future that it needs to urgently go into. I've had occasion to mention the fact that the current regime in power in Nigeria has more or less destroyed hope. The country has never been more fragmented. All the old fault lines have been opened up. And in the midst of the hopelessness in this space, it's become almost impossible for anyone to persuade sufficient numbers of Nigerians about the preservation of where we are. So it has to be about where we are going. If it has to be about where we are going, it has to be young persons who have the capacity to imagine a different future, even though you must always have your narrative, because if you are just talking about ideals without relativity, it becomes impossible to get the people galvanized. Right now, as far as I'm concerned, the obedient movement is doing its job sufficiently. The young men and women who have invested their hopes in Mr. Peter Obi, they've invested. It's not, the man know they give shishi. He has said it severally. But people are sprouting up from the four children in the sitting room. They are getting up and they are making their voices heard. And they are making it clear that they are investing their hopes. It's about hope, because in reality, hope is the only thing that we have lost in Nigeria. Hope in the capacity of our rulers to imagine a different direction. But this man has come, he's offered that hope. He's not Voltron, he's not God, and he's definitely not going to be infallible. But it is not about his person. It is about the ideals that he will set forth, or that he has set forth, the life that he had lived, that will make enough people believe, if they do believe, and then they come together, invest these hopes in a man. If the man fumbles, it's not about the man, it's about the ideas that we would all have stood behind. If that man fumbles, another man takes the baton. The reality is that we need to be traveling in a different direction. And a large percentage of the Nigerian youth have shown clearly and are showing clearly all over the country that they know the direction they want to travel, not the direction that we have traveled all these years. It's the same direction. The two, Mr. Atiku, Mr. Tinubu, they are mirror images. It's like different sides of the same coin.